After the long list that the Torah has of the punishments that will come upon us if chas v'shalom, if we veer from the path of the Torah and we don't serve Hashem, the Torah tells us that there is the opportunity for bracha as well. That if we'll listen to the words of Hashem, to watch, to perform all the mitzvos, then when you're going to be above the rest of the nations of the world. And the brachas are going to be so elaborate, so strong, that they're going to pursue you. If you listen to the words of Hashem. And then in the continuation, the Torah tells us that Hashem will put us at the head and not at the tail. We have a similar language that we use in the hiratzons that we recite in the Simani Milsa of Rosh Hashanah, that there's this concept of being at the head and not at the tail. Exactly what that means, perhaps for a different time. But then the Torah tells us a phrase that's always been difficult for me to understand. Vayisa rak lemala velo siya lemata. You will only be above and you will not be below. You will not be at the bottom. What exactly does that mean? Colloquially, I think we understand, I'm on the top of the world, everything is good. But in terms of how the Torah relates, the Torah already told us they're going to be the Rosh. The Torah already told us that you're going to be elevated above the rest of the nations of the world. So what does it mean when the Torah tells us here that you're going to be on top? You're going to be lamala velo siya lemata. As long as if you listen to the words and the mitzvos of Hashem. So Tzaddik HaKomi Lublin suggests as follows. He says there's the possibility that exists in life when the brachos come upon a person and a person does not know how to deal with the brachos that a person has. A person can suddenly, for example, and this exists all the time, you see it, a person suddenly wins the lottery. A person wins the lottery, they've got the last Powerball, $1 billion, and their life suddenly changes. And so often, the person doesn't know what to do with it. And those people they spend all their money, they get taken, they end up losing all of it. Why? Because they didn't have the kelim, they didn't have the utensils, they didn't have the perspective, they didn't have a way of holding onto and doing something with that bracha. So along with the bracha that we desire, we also require the utensils and the ability to deal with and to accept and to excel with the bracha that Hashem provides for us. And he suggests that that is what bracha that the Torah is saying here also. Because we can be showered upon, there could be brachos that are showered upon us. But we need to know how it is that we're going to relate to it. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us the opportunities, but what are you going to do with those opportunities that come your way? So the Torah tells us, don't think that the bracha is going to come without the kelim, without the tools. You're going to get the head, you're not going to tail. You're only going to be above. Above, he suggests, is the idea of being able to take those brachos and to rise up with them. To rise up with them. To make sure that we have the kelim, that we have the ability to use the brachos that Hashem gives us. Now, sometimes that's a gift from Hashem. Sometimes we have to prepare ourselves. It's actually similar at the beginning of the Parsha. The Torah tells us that the bikurim come in a tenna, in a basket. And that basket goes on. What's so special about the basket? The basket is what holds. It's a container. In order to have any kli, in order to have any bracha, we need to have a vessel which is able to contain it. We can't give the bikurim without having that vessel, without having something which can be able to hold on to the blessing, the bounty that we have been given. And that, he suggests, is what the Torah tells us over here. You'll only be above. You'll be able to take all those brachos and to rise above the freight, to rise above the challenge that exists. And that is the feel that we have to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that we should always know what to do. Not just that the brachos should come our way, but we know what to do with those brachos, that we should be able to bring in nachas ruach, a pleasantness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and be able to hold on to the brachos that he showers upon us.